As a boy, I had owned a great curiosity about chemistry, and I had once acquired some test tubes, a broken retort, and a few chemicals, and had performed simple experiments, greatly to the distress of my family, who were divided between anxiety lest I blow myself to bits and extreme irritation at the smells that arose from my makeshift laboratory. I was not long a plant breeder when I found it necessary to know a good deal concerning with chemical agencies which bring about growth, color, fragrance, and seed making. And here, once more, I discovered that my university had grounded me soundly so that chemistry was a simple thing for me to understand. It has been said that no man could actually change the characteristics of flower or fruit, but could only add to or accentuate or, on the other hand, diminish or neutralize tendencies already inherent in the plant. But I have proved over and over again that I could put fragrance into a flower, or remove an objectionable or disagreeable odor, that I could give a fruit the color I wanted, the texture I wanted, and the flavor I wanted. This was not done by the exercise of magic. It was done in every case by a careful study of the plant or tree concerned and of its chemical constituents, a knowledge of what new principles would effect a change, and a careful, logical, persistent program for introducing the new essentials into the life and body of the variety. Air and sunshine and soil furnish the plant with all its raw materials. The heredity of the plant furnishes the habit of working up those materials, and environment supplies the varying influence that will cause the plant to reach for new things in the old raw materials and to alter or adapt its methods of manufacture within itself. In precisely the same way, we humans are learning that foods have a great deal to do with our ability to perform certain work or follow certain activities. And in the last few years, we have developed domestic science to the point where the cook must be something of a chemist, and to where science has entered the kitchen to stay. Infant mortality has been decreased by the same method that plant mortality has, by studying the chemistry of foods and giving the infant what it requires, which may be, often, something quite different from the usual food or the foods of other children of the same age or even of the same family. Chemistry is one of our great, growing, useful sciences. If it weren't for its rather formidable look, thanks to the signs chemists use to denominate various properties and elements, I expect more people would delve into it. Well, these are just a few of the subjects that I have taken up in my university. There are more to be discussed in my rambling fashion. For the moment, let me commend nature to you as a teacher, not only learned and skillful, but understanding, patient, and helpful. To me, it seems that she holds out her hands to us, inviting us to come to her for our lessons, that she is more anxious to teach us than we are, usually to be taught. She teaches her lesser children. All they know comes from her. Perhaps it is too bad that we are so self-satisfied. We have built ourselves little theories, petty beliefs, narrow conclusions, and we learn those by rote and pass them on from generation to generation, and are pleased with ourselves and perfectly contented to let the larger and broader significances and wonders of life pass by. One thing is for sure: the conceited, self-satisfied, bigoted man or woman, or the willful and headstrong child, can learn nothing from nature. She has a strong prejudice against that sort of ignorance and bullheadedness. If you are willing to learn and don't propose, the first day in school, to set yourself up as smarter than the mistress, you can make great progress. If you know it all, you will find yourself very shortly decorated with the fool's cap and set up the stool in the corner, an object lesson and a figure of scorn to everyone but, perhaps and alas, yourself.